Welcome to another episode of the Global Green Action Project, a place where we get to meet amazing heroes doing great changes in the world to make it a more compassionate, kinder place through humanitarian, animal, and environmental initiatives. I'm your host, Jennifer, and today's conversation is with an incredible naturalist who has spent many years collecting scientific data to support various ecosystems and our natural environment in the most amazing ways. Our special guest is Albert Kuhnigk, and he is going to discuss his passion as well as the importance of connecting with nature to help heal the world, but also to help heal ourselves. Let's get that conversation started right now. When we find our passion and our why, it's amazing how it brings joy to our lives. How has the study of these beautiful creatures in the world, how has that sort of transformed your life?
It certainly has set me on a journey of wanting to know everything about what's going on in the outdoors. I mean, all the creatures, all the butterflies and dragonflies, birds, snakes, frogs, anything that's centipedes. I'm fascinated by all this stuff, and I also began photographing birds about 4 years after I bought that bird book.
Wow.
And I have been doing photography ever since. Photography has been a sort of a vehicle that has allowed me to get excited about certain creatures that I didn't have more than a passing interest in at first. For instance, dragonflies. Dragonflies, you see them everywhere, and I liked them, appreciated them, but I didn't really know them. In 2011, I remember I was photographing a dragonfly in the Longhorn area of Ontario, and I got hooked on dragonflies at that moment, and I spent most of that summer completely engrossed in photographing, studying, just wanting to know everything about dragonflies, and it was fascinating. And I 10 years later, I'm still as interested in them as ever.
I love the way you light up when you speak of dragonflies and birds and nature. It just, you beam with joy, and it's obvious that when someone is able to expose themselves to the natural environment, that it can bring a lot of joy to someone's heart.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. It's anything can that can happen to anybody, and young and old alike. When I was young, obviously there was many moments like that.
Would you agree that being connected with nature brings purpose to someone? Yeah.
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
In what way? How has it brought you purpose?
In so many ways, you have no idea. This would be a good time to mention that I have Parkinson's disease, and without nature, I would be in a bad way. I'm convinced of that. I was told by the doctors that I would probably be depressed at times, and this is just an example of how nature can help me and be beneficial. Because of my love of nature, I have a purpose every morning to get up and go into the protected spaces. So I spend countless hours here. There are so many wonderful things learning about photographing and so on. Nature is the ultimate antidepressant. I have not for a moment been depressed in all these years since I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. I'm 100% certain that nature, being out in nature, is the reason for that.